There we go.
Hey.
Hi.
I thought you were gonna miss it. I'm like, well, she's not here.
No, I've been, well, you know what? I feel that just even doing it has been such a monumental shift. Just like making that dedication of
Yeah,
$500, you know, which to me, money is like whatever. But I was like, I actually have it right now. And this feels right, you know? And literally like life shifted the next day or that night.
of course.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened the next day.
I mean, it was I was, I guess, shifted onto my path of I'm in this like relationship, in this partnership in which I get lost, and I've been learning how unlearning just my upbringing, how I gave my power to the adults, and I was doing that in this relationship, and um and also like I've been like learning my own softness and having that inner child be more part of my daily life. But then this relationship would bring up more hostile, I guess, more not as soft energy, and it was I just for me there are like times when it's just like you're following your light, and no matter what's happening, you like dance to your own song, and then my dog was lost for 2 months and she appeared the next day. Someone called and they were like, we have her. And so she's back.
Yay! It's a new feature. Your dog can reappear the next day.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like it's just been testament because I've listened to you for a minute and I love your energy. And I feel like life is really play. And I feel like you really embody that, and you embody like the magic of it and how we can make it our own. And yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so how is it with this guy now?
Well, magically, so you met today's his birthday actually,
Oh,
and
happy birthday.
and
Mystery man.
we, we were on the phone, and it was like a whole like iceberg melted between us. And um as I find myself getting into my power, I found his wall building, but then today like it melted. And I've just learned that in this life I have to, or I want to continue my path. I like what's happening when I'm in my magic. And people are they like shift in and out.
Of course.
And that's okay. I allow for like a lot of freedom in relationships, and but I feel like he now understands that. Like he wasn't seeing me as a mirror or reflection, and he was like he said the words like we are the same, and I'm like, yeah. Thank you. I was like, what an honor, for, you know, like that we're here and we're recognized that. So
Yes, 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 yes.
yeah, yeah,
Nice. It seems like this is like a celebration. Like, okay, what has happened since this past week? Amazing.
yeah, for real.
Just one day
Yeah,
before Valentine's.
yeah, yeah. Love is definitely in the air, and it's. I mean, it's like it's different. It's not maybe like he's not where I'm at right now, which is cool because I'm with the dogs, and but like to me that's bliss. Like you
Of
know, like
course.
I feel at peace and just and I was trying to reconnect with friends and do stuff, but it wasn't working out, and I was like, all right, I like just existing. Like I don't have to do stuff. I like just being with the dogs and like enjoying the days and like comfortable with the process. Sometimes we're doing and like we're out and all this stuff, and then sometimes we're just like integrating and resting.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
where it's at, girl. Of course. I mean, when you're in your power, who's meant to be in your life is gonna shift to meet you there.
Hey, hey.
Hey, I love that. I say that too. Hey. Yeah, just letting the old fall off, like no longer needed, no longer serves.
Yeah, I've I feel like the biggest relationship, like I've instead of like looking to another human, it's been like with ourselves or with the universe, and just seeing like the universe always does support me. Like, and just being more confident in that energy, and just like living in that energy of like the whole experience with Lola being gone, and I just knew I uphold the frequency that she's coming back, and she will. And I feel like doing it in my life, and now being able to show others,
Hmm.
that it's not, you don't have to do so much to be in the magic. You really don't,
Right.
you know.
That's the thing. It's an undoing, right? It just like happens by itself.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
So what else do you want in infinite possibilities?
I mean, now it's like it feels like a, how else can we play? I
Or what's it?
guess what
I guess. No, go on, go on.
I, I was gonna say that I think that the next thing is, because everything just repeats, nothing is really new. It's allowing for that new experience to be new, and not bringing the past. Because you're like, what else now? And I'm thinking relationships. Like I want more friendships. I want friendships and relationships built in this energy. And instantly I go, well, you tried that, and how did that work out? But then I was like, yeah, but that's what I want.
Right. Nice. That's past though. So this is a new
Exactly.
frequency for what you're calling in.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, is he there?
No, Quartz isn't here, but that's
Yeah.
Lola.
Hi, Lola.
That's Lola, and then Aries, and she just
Hi.
got her period.
Ah,
Aries, yeah. So we're all, like, holding space for her.
that's so sweet. Hi,
Yeah.
Lola. Nice. Hertz is it's the other one. Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the qualities of these new friendships?
Mm. Mm. They're open-hearted. They're able to communicate, playful, fun, innovative, challenging, established in love, in the love frequency for sure. Um, Honest. Like some relationships are for a day or a moment, and some for a lifetime. But
Hmm.
they're honest to themselves. Um, yeah, and just like a lot of laughs. A lot more jokes, a lot more play.
Yay. Reflections of your new self, of course.
Yes, yes.
Nice. And I like your hair. Is it red?
Yeah, it's got red and a little bit of orange, and there's like purple, and I
So
just did it
cool.
weeks ago. Yeah, it's like it's really different, and then it's like the first time I've gone this short.
I love it. Looks so cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, it's really playful, and I'm like learning to love myself, because I had hair like you, like really long. And I'm learning, you're like, oh shit, will I look the same? But I'm like, hey, I like my face. I like that my face is like you see more of it, and you can, like, you know, do different things and have bangs. Like, Yeah.
Thanks. I love it, girl. Thanks. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, so doggy's back, boyfriend's walls are down, and you're gonna have new friends. I like
Yeah.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about calling work? What do you do for a living?
For
Or with
living.
a yeah.
I really live on the frequency. Like
Nice.
I quit my job 5 years ago, and when I met Quartz, my partner,
Yeah.
and um we had like that foundation that, like, I was doing Reiki and trying to do all this stuff, but like from like the ground looking up, and he had like the perspective of um he was like, he had done hitchhiking and things, like he had trusted more in the universe. And when I met him, I was like, oh shit, I've been waiting to meet someone that's really doing it, because most people, they work their 9 to 5 and then they go do their Reiki healing. But
Right.
then we're all like struggling for bills, and we're doing moon ceremonies, but we're still like in a lack frequency.
Yeah.
And so yeah, ever since I met him, that completely changed my life. And I've like lived on the street. I've like we were just talking, I was like, I've lived on the street, we've done van life, I've been in the finest sheets, like, and I know that it's all just play. It's all like, as you literally do your emotional homework, and you can be at the Ritz Carlton
Yes.
like having lobster if that's what you want, or whatever your paradise is. um and so for like living, or what do I do? We create arts, make music. I feel like I'm a facilitator, push people to try new things and like feel safe. It kind of like what you do, kind of like what you do.
Nice.
Yeah.
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 Cool. Is it
Yeah.
online too? Is it in person?
It's more, I feel like it's more casual. It's like the challenging thing for me has been like to make it marketable, or like make it into a business. But it happens organically. Like I go to the beach with my camera and my like crayons and my oracle cards, and
Yeah.
I meet someone who just landed in Miami, and like I take my top off and we go, and they're like, "Oh, I've never done this before." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah." Like it's a whole different feeling when your breasts get to touch the water and you're just like in the sun. And we'll do like a photo shoot, and like, like you meet like magic sisters who are on the same frequency. And like, to me, that's what I'm here to do. you know?
Yes. Fuck yes. I'm like, what do you do for a living? You're like, I run topless at the beach. I'm like, yes, girl. Leading does you.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Cool. Yay.
Yeah.
There's a background. I don't know if you hear my girlfriend's baby's crying. So
Oh
sorry,
no,
but
I don't. But oh,
oh, so well, now that's the subject. Would you ever have kids?
I'm actually pregnant.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. No
So
wonder I
much.
mentioned it.
I know I usually don't go on when a baby's crying, but gotta get used to it. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so excited for you. Are you
Thank
excited to
you.
be a mom?
Yes, I'm really excited. I especially now, because I feel like before I didn't want to be a mom the way I experienced moms. And now through so much life, I'm like, I can do it my way. I can be who I am. And it's just like, I see myself as a portal. I'm not
Yes.
owning anybody. Even with my dogs, I say they choose to be with me right now, this time. Like, whenever I understand that they're beings with their own journey. And babies are like the same. So I'm really excited. And something that like I feel like I was facing with the fear, and like that's also all, and I know you like talk about this. We're just here to like, okay, feel the fear and then go, all right, but I'm bigger than that. And I'm like, once I come in with my light, there is no fear.
Everything shows up when needed. Yes. Yes. Agree.
Yes. And extra, like, I really trust, I feel like I trust on full the universe, and being pregnant and trusting the universe is like, it's a whole new level, because you're like, you're super vulnerable, and like, you know, the things you hear in society and what they teach you is so limited on giving birth.
Yeah,
But
yeah. So
but
beautiful. Yeah, exactly like where I'm at when my girlfriend got pregnant. I mean, my friend that's a girl. I'm into guys. Like, not my
yeah.
girlfriend. She went to Miami and she didn't know what to do. And she was pregnant, she wasn't with the guy, and she figured it out. Like nothing. And now she's like so successful, beautiful apartment in the city. Like, I mean, what is success, right? But what I mean is it always work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so beautiful.
You know what you're gonna call him or her? Oh, you don't know what it's gonna be.
No, it's definitely it's a strong energy, but I wait until I meet them or they tell me their name. I'm not too attached. Yeah.
Oh, I love that you touched that detachment. How's your relationship with that? It seems pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, life has, I feel like the last 3 years, especially when I decided to like let go of the job and like just trust. And like at first I thought I was like trusting Quartz, but then I realized Quartz is not the supplier of the universe. He's just like an
God.
example.
Girls, don't rely on your partner. He's an example. Do it
he's
your
just
way.
here, he's just here to play and like, you know, bring some fun to the table. But when I started realizing like, no, the universe and like my biggest orgasms, my most magnificent orgasms have come through the universe. Like no man has really
Yes.
matched that yet, or perhaps it's like an orgy type thing. But
I get it. I feel you.
you know,
Yeah.
and, and once you feel that love, it's just like it's so undeniable. And I've lost a lot. I've been pregnant before. I had a full term pregnancy, and the baby was born stillborn, and
Wow.
she was a whole lesson. And um,
Ooh, that's
she,
it.
she's
Your
like, I want water.
presence.
You have water inside, girl. Um, she was a whole lesson in, and like I already knew I'm a cosmic mom. Like my babies come in and out, and I'm okay with it. Others might not and did not deal with it. Like for my partner, it was challenging for him in many, many ways. I was like connected with her, and I understood the conditions were not right. And she taught me, like, you can have a standard. You can come all the way 9 months and go, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, this is not what we said. I'm not doing it. She did not take one breath on this physical plane. And I'm like, wow, like she was a huge teacher for me.
Wow. Beautiful.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean, detachment, talk about, yeah. Yeah. My life is like, I'm sure like yours. You could tell people just what happens and they'd be like, is this bitch high? Is she
Is
crazy? Is
it
she making this
good?
up? But it's all gonna make an awesome show or like movie or book at one point.
It will. It will. And yes, we're high because that's living in the frequency. When you know, there's no fear. Woo!
Yeah. Yes. Do you are there moments though that you do dip into like you're caught in the fear frequency, or do you
Uh,
find yourself just like more frequently, like how, because it's not like always,
that's a
or is
great question. And not anymore. I mean, it's been
okay.
a long time. It's been like a year where I mean, the body can have a reaction to like a car crossing the street, like, and you're like fear, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna get crossed by a car. But yeah, like getting scared, fuck.
Okay, cool. So I feel that I'm like strengthening that muscle. Um, Maybe like I just moved into the neighborhood of this frequency type thing, and I'm like getting used to it, especially like managing it on my own, or like being
What
yeah, being owning my own power and my own like doings that get me here.
what do you mean managing it by yourself? What does that mean to you?
Um, be, like like I mentioned, I had held others, like I gave them the power, whether it was like my mom. She would always like to help me financially last minute when I was in a crunch, but I was never like coming up, like it was always like the last minute fear for rent or whatever, but I wanted to live like abundant from that. You know, it's like
Right.
the help I needed, and just like recognizing that that help wasn't helping me, and then like learning, having to say no, and then like finding my own means. Um and I yeah, just like own, like letting go of any conditioning that has, or sometimes like I'll be hanging out with friends, and if me and my partner had a fight, letting that energy like dictate how I'm being when I want to be in the moment right now.
Right.
Like letting other thing outside things affect me.
Yeah, I feel it's gonna deepen.
Vitality.
Yeah. Your stillness. I mean, it's what happens is that you grow like deeper stillness and then the fear shows up in the stillness. So it's just like a wave, like, you know, like
Like a little bump in the road. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You're like, oh, this again. Whoop. Okay, cool. Like, oh, my partner is doing this or not doing that, and what's if I may lose him? Okay, detach. I mean, I already lost one baby, so
Yeah.
making shit up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And the moment you sit with that fully, like as you can see, instantly he shifts because you don't want it. Like it manifests. Manifestation is just desiring something and then being detached from it, and then it happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it's yours, it's yours.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So now I feel that I love to like go house shopping and just go, oh yes, you know, and especially because for me, I don't have to own it. I don't really need the, like if someone invites me to stay in their property for a month, or we rent it, or it's gifted to me, you know.
Right. Right. Because you're not in that, like, oh, the ego, I need to own something to feel worthy. Like, you're past that shit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if it happens, cool, but it's not a
Oh yeah.
need.
If it
Right.
happens, cool, and then I'll have the resources to take care of it. But like I guess now, it, like as far as like the having like the, because I studied hypnosis and I love like all the brain stuff, is being on this frequency. All right, now think like you're on this frequency, and
Nice.
you know, what else, how, like I guess it's like think bigger, think with your heart open. um like I'm not surviving, I'm not living on the street like meal to meal.
Right.
Now, you know, like I know the meals are gonna come, I'm always fed. uh like what else can I do?
Right. So, how do you want this house to look like?
mm. It's funny because like a lot of lighting, I like natural lighting. I want beautiful trees,
Yeah.
a nice open kitchen. It has to have like heart, you know, like a nice flow. Fireplace, obviously. You have to have like a fireplace and a fire pit, a yard. If there is water access, even better.
Love it.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of space for like creation and art
Wait,
and
what do you mean water access? Like a pool?
a pool would be nice, like a saltwater pool, but I'm in Miami right now, so it like water access, like, you
Oh,
know,
beach.
waterfront.
Nice.
A beach
Oh,
beach would be perfect.
just adding
I would
stuff.
be, oh my
You're like,
god,
girl, I'm not thinking about pool, not beach. You add a pool and a beach to my house. Cool, I'll take it.
easy, easy. Oh my
Nice.
god. Yes, yes. I used to live in North Beach, and
Nice.
it was a dream, like to wake up and like I was living my dream. Wake up, go to the beach with my dog. Like every phone call, I'd be walking to the beach because it was 10 minutes away.
Right.
Um and it was so magic. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so the squirt lives with you in this new house and the baby.
He can. There's gonna be many rooms. We're both big energies, and we're also navigating the polyamorous lifestyle. We're both aware that like one relationship is not like, we're both aware, but it's like navigating the how that looks.
Subtleties.
Yeah, because there's the concept, but then there's like the real life living it. And
Right.
and he's done it alone, but then like with me is a whole different story because I'm like, no, we got to be able to talk about it. Otherwise, what are we doing? We can't talk about it. I'm not comfortable going through with it. So,
Course. Oof, I love this topic. It has to be a level of honesty, integrity, openness. Like, so, what about the triggers with that? Have you felt jealousy?
oh yeah, yes, I felt jealousy, which I've recognized is um it's really just seeing. It's not so much I felt jealousy, but my biggest trigger was he wasn't acting in ways that like these actions contributed to our relationship. They were more like taking away from our relationship. Like he was having more separate relationships instead of like everyone being aware and it being like an open thing, which was what I was
Suggested. Yeah.
suggested and interested in. But and he had his like concept of polyamory, and then I was new to this. I just throw myself into shit and I'm like, okay, um it makes sense because every relationship I had, I of course I had other crushes. Of course I wanted to meet other people, and if we were able to be honest with our person and go, "Hey, like I like this person." It doesn't take away. I've already felt like being in a relationship and feeling like I have way too much love to give that it's not being used here. Um
Yay, gotcha. For sure.
yeah.
Again, as long as it's clearly communicated and you guys can navigate the triggers, that's it. Like, is he able to hold space for your triggers?
Hmm. I think that's what we're working on. Like the communication and knowing that like it doesn't mean it's over, or like, cuz I feel like I through the whole process I've learned myself and how to like regulate my feelings and how to stay with my triggers. Like, oh, there's you experience all the insecurities come up once. Like he what I admire about him is he does whatever it is he wants to do, which, you know, and it taught me like who I was in it all. And I feel like now he sees like, oh shit, we're both still standing here, you know?
Nice. Like,
And
pass through all the shit together.
yeah, yeah. And it's like people go through lifetimes. Most people, at least like my parents, like they got a divorce, they never talked things out. My dad is still like blaming things on my mom. He already like got married and whatever. And people will like die and then decide, okay, next lifetime I get it. But we're here,
Yeah.
able in the same relationship to alchemize that stuff. I'm like, yeah, like we don't have to throw each other away because you were just gonna meet other versions. You know?
Nice, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, learning to communicate those triggers or finding for myself outlets like art, music, or painting, or telling people about my experiences because it hasn't, I don't feel like it's voiced enough. Like, hey,
Yeah.
we have multiple partners and this is what it looks like for us. And this is what, or like people, I was thinking about that. How many times do people go live when they feel like shit and go, yeah, I don't feel my best right now.
Right.
I'm going to be honest, but watch me get out of it. Like, watch me alchemize it. Watch me transmute this energy. People get on live when they feel good, when they want to sell something, like, with the filter
Yeah.
shit, but like to go
That's so
on and be like,
inspiring. You want to do
yeah,
that? You have a YouTube channel yet?
I have set it up. I've experimented with some videos, but I feel that like now I've gone the most comfortable myself I've been to just go, I'm gonna do it my way. Yeah.
Nice. I love your energy. Like I was even going to ask you, like, we should publish this. It's so
Hey,
good.
you've inspired me a lot because like some like I used to just dance on Instagram and I'd be like, I'm sending the energy, and some people would like make fun of me or whatever, and I was like, I don't, like, whatever, you don't get it, you're not receiving it. But then I saw you do it also, like you would just look at people and like speak through the eyes and like, and I'm like, all right, see, there's something happening. Like it's for real, and whoever is meant to receive it will receive it. Like that's also important.
Right. Yeah. It's polarizing. Like it's the courage to be disliked.
Yeah.
But then you find your people and those are the friendships you're calling in. So I think it's a good mix to, oh my God. And that is also gonna explode what you do for
Yeah.
others in your work, your
Yeah,
magic.
like you said in the email, all those categories, they're all the same. Your relationships, your business, your wealth, it's all like one and the same.
Yeah, well, mirrors of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So you feel confident and fearless enough to make a video of you going through a process
Oh
in
yeah.
the moment.
Oh
Oh my
yeah.
God, that would be so interesting. I would watch it. I would be like, what is she going through?
Yeah, I feel like I kind of I have done that a little bit in the past, but I didn't
Right, the intention. Where is it coming from?
the intention was more like, I'm slightly scared, so I'm sharing, um I guess, for accountability. But now it's like I've been through enough storms, and I know that I create storms also. So there's that. um, to be Yeah, to just show that, because even my dad like went back to therapy, and I was like, I asked him, I was like, do you know how to process your emotions? And I'm like, you don't have to answer, but that's something that hasn't been taught to us that is really key. And, ask your therapist about that. And it was the best visit I've had with him in the longest. And he even messaged me like, I liked your energy the other day. It's like, thank you. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
So how's your relationship with him now?
Um, I think it's interesting because he was doing some like, I've been I've tried to show him like the results of like me living on faith, me living in my like just following the beat of my own drum. But he was so, I mean, he is like so programmed that you're not working a 9 to 5. If you don't have four walls, you're homeless.
Four walls.
And yeah. And but the other day, like I don't I don't feel like people change the way we think they're going to. I feel like we literally just jump into other realities.
Yes, that's
And
what it is.
he was having like some constellation reading, and he was like, "You have to leave because I'm gonna have this reading." And I was like, "Okay, you do your thing." Like, and that was the day I found Lola. And I had my own like stuff going, and I met a friend. Like it was just like magic, magic, magic. And then I get the call that someone has Lola. So I literally, that was the day after I paid for the session. It was like, all right, you're ready. You're like, and
Yes, you are.
it was an interesting time to like have that money and to then go to go to zero, whatever that means. Because I didn't, like you said, I didn't even feel the fear. I was like, logically, like some people might think this is not so smart, but I'm like, but I've been living for a minute and I know this is the move.
You did, yeah. Boom, instant energy shift. It's different.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for being such an inspiration.
Thank you too for trusting yourself and leaving to your own beat. That's what it is. It's like society, it's courageous. You just like create your own paradigm by yourself. And then new avatars appear. You feel in your movie. You're the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, wait, this is my movie. You guys get in line to be my script. I'll give you the lines to see if you qualify.
Exactly. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did have a question that I was meditating on yesterday. Um, and maybe it's just like the answer is always in the question. Because I was going, am I? Because I feel like a lot of this has been like letting go of control and just getting into the flow, letting yourself be used by the universe. But then there are times to act.
Right. Yes.
And like, I guess, like, where is that line of discernment of like, being lazy or not being lazy, but just being in the flow? Or I guess, like, because it comes, right? Like, everyone knows. Yeah.
You know.
And I feel like also I'm letting go because the flow feels so good that I feel like I'm not doing anything.
That's how it is. Yeah. The next level would be your crystallized physical environment. It's going to happen really quick. And you're going to be like, wow, just showed up.
Oh my God, you have to come visit the
Oh,
waterfront
nice.
mansion.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm getting my diplomatic passport soon. So yeah, I may be able to go like this.
Hey!
Yeah.
That'll be exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Feel complete?
Yes.
Nice. Thank you, love. And do you feel comfortable if I feel like sharing this?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow. Instant yeah. See, you know and you
Yeah.
know. Thank you, love. Okay, cool. If you want to send me your YouTube details for people reference if when they want to start seeing your stuff, you can send
All
them.
right. Ah, it's happening.
It's happening. Okay, enjoy.
Thank you.
Bye. See you when
So
I
much
see you.
love. So much love to you. Thank you.